Ladies and gentlemen. If the Mount Saga wasn't annoying enough, get yourself ready for a blockbuster annoyance. Absolute annoyance with this particular saga. I mean, this has already obviously got me really, really mad over the last couple of weeks since the season has finished. And I knew as soon as Champions League would be over, this particular brother's news will be materializing left, right, and center. And it's now really, really starting to absolutely tick me off. Just wait till you hear what Inter Milan CEO had to say about this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. An early edition UK time. Obviously, it's evening, as you can see in the background. It's 5:37 p.m. Sydney time, but I thought I'll drop in a early edition video. Hopefully, we can throw in a live stream sometime later on today. I am going out, so that's why I'm doing a early video for you guys. And I thought I'll cover this particular news because this will be the biggest news from here on in, up until obviously the preseason kicks off and we start playing matches and so on and so forth. We've had a fantastic, turnaround of players that needed to leave the football club. Mason Mount being probably one of the biggest one, the last piece that we needed out, and he's out. There's still bits and pieces that still need to move on, of course, but we will find a solution for those people. They need to go. But this brother is now the number one candidate to absolutely tick all of us off over the next few weeks. He's already threatened to bring his lawyers to, express his disgruntled, situation at the moment against Chelsea Football Club. He is not appreciating how we are taking a stance against Inter Milan, that, we're not going to be easily bundled over and just submit to whatever Inter wants. And he apparently is upset. He's upset with how we are reacting to all of this. This guy is so delusional. This guy is so out of his mind. I don't think he knows that this is planet Earth. I think he's in some sort of a multiverse. He's in some sort of a different dimension altogether. Do you know what I mean? And he needs a massive reality check. Let's showcase to you what Inter CEO had to say. This absolutely annoyed the living daylights of me last night. It not only mocks us as a football club, but it also inadvertently mocks Romelu Lukaku as well. I'm not really sure if Romelu Lukaku is smart enough to understand all of this, but this is what Inter CEO Marotta on Romelu Lukaku deal. This is what he had to say, coming from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea must decide what they will do with him. It's normal that they can't put him on the market and expect large fees. It's normal. It's normal. I mean, Inter CEO coming out and literally backhand slapping us and saying, it's normal. You guys screwed up. You guys are fools. You paid us all of that money, and he's not worked out. He left your football club. He's come to us for shelter, and he's come back to his original love. And once again, it's not really worked out for him in Inter Milan, much like how it didn't work out for him at Chelsea. And, the Inter CEO coming out and saying, it's normal. This is normal. You're expecting a large fee. You're not going to get it. You're simply not going to get it because the player has been a flop. Yet, these guys want Romelu Lukaku, even though he's been a flop, because this is how scams work in real life. These guys are proper scammers, man. They've scammed us, and they are such lowball artists. They're so dishonest. But then again, this is what happens when you do top level business and then top institutions like two football clubs in the likes of Chelsea and Inter Milan. Obviously, one will try and get the competitive advantage. And in this case, Inter Milan, they know they've royally bent us over, looped it up real good, and they jacked it up, and they rammed repeatedly on us. And finally, with our board, the new board that we've got in place under the new ownership, we are now starting to take a stronger stance on not just Romelu Lukaku, but many other matters. And I hope we continue to do that. I know a lot of people out there that want a quick resolution of this particular saga with Romelu Lukaku, but nah, man, you made us suffer. Inter Milan and Romelu Lukaku, you have made us suffer. There will be no quick resolution for this. The only way this will be a quick resolution is if Inter give us what we want, and we want smart and important money. But Inter CEO saying it's normal they can't put him on the market and expect large fees. Oh, we'll see. We will see what is normal. It's no coincidence the offer from Saudi Arabia for Lukaku was around 50 million. It's no coincidence. Do you know what? At least Saudi Arabia is willing to offer 50 million. What's that? It's about 40 odd million pounds. Even then, probably not good enough from Saudi, but at least we can salvage some money back, as opposed to Inter Milan giving us paltry loan sums. The offers that they're trying to put out last season, I think they gave us about 7 million or something around 10 million, but maybe that had to do with some bonuses. I don't know whether Lukaku has hit any of those bonuses. And this season they're going for even lower, loan fee, something around less than 5 million, or maybe it's again a 7 million one. But now they've come into the party. In recent times, there's been some news that apparently they will entertain a buy option at the end of the latest loan for next season that they're looking to propose. They will include a buy option, but the buy option will be somewhere around 25 million pounds. So let's say, for argument's sake, they do give us 10 million on loan fee, 25 million after that. That's 35 million, and he'll still have 2 years left in his contract. The book value for Romelu Lukaku right now, after 2 seasons, so he's got 3 more years left in his contract based on his amortization and how much we paid, is about 58 million. All right, it's about 58 million. So I can understand we probably will take a loss. It's on us as well. We've made a bad investment. At that time when we got him, it didn't look like a bad investment, but this brother, he royally screwed us. Self-sabotage. Like there was no pressure, there was no animosity towards him. There wasn't anything to sort of isolate him and bully him and give him an environment where he doesn't feel comfortable. He literally came out of the blue, did that interview, showed his love affair for Inter Milan and how much he wants to go back. And then since then, there's been reports that how he's mocked players last season, or the season before last one that just ended. And now he just desperately doesn't want to come back. So look, this brother, nah. We need to ensure that we salvage some money. I'm fine with making a bit of loss, but what Inter Milan is putting out is downright ludicrous. It's absolutely downright ludicrous. And knowing that they've screwed us for about 100 million, and all they've given us so far is last season's loan fee and potentially this season's loan fee plus a buy option of 25, you're looking at maybe about 40 million, and they've banked about 60, the other 60 million. So we've been able to, if it all goes with what they're proposing, we'll be able to salvage about 40 million when they keep 60 million. When the player predominantly has played for them, the player hasn't even played for us that much. There were some injuries last season, and then obviously he was out of form. And then Thomas Tuchel, to a certain point, the season before last one, he stopped playing him because Romelu Lukaku was just simply not trying for Chelsea Football Club. I still remember he came on against Real Madrid and he had a clear-cut chance in that Real Madrid match in the Champions League where we were in the Bernabeu and we were killing it. He had a clear-cut chance to score and he fluffed that too, much like how he fluffed it in the Champions League final against Man City, and he became a laughing stock for Pep Guardiola, saying that I'm a Champions League winner because because of the player who missed from 3 yards. So this brother, man, you need to wake up. You need to. The crazy part is, ladies and gentlemen, he's now officially back with us. This guy is our player again, and preseason just around the corner. I don't know whether he's going to come back in this preseason. I really don't want him to disrupt the situation. But I'm scared. I need this guy to be gone somewhere. But at the same time, I need him to suffer, and I need Chelsea Football Club to salvage some really, really good money for him. We're not going to be sitting here and copying 20, 30 million losses on this particular player who we purchased, and he doesn't even play for us. So, and on top of that, as I said, Inter Milan CEO is mocking him as well. It's no coincidence. The offer from Saudi Arabia for Lukaku was around 50 million. Like, I mean, this probably is a ploy from the CEO of Inter Milan, just to showcase to Chelsea Football Club that, hey, you got a particular player that simply does not warrant any sort of value at the moment in the market. And maybe he's already told Lukaku, hey, don't be upset about what I'm about to say publicly. Or maybe he's being genuine about it. But at the same time, they want Romelu Lukaku. Look, I'm so glad. The other news in regards to Azpilicueta, Aspi is not going there and he's ending up going to Atletico Madrid. I was getting annoyed that he's potentially going to sign on a free with Inter Milan. So I'm glad that we screwed them in regards to that. And I'm glad that Azpilicueta chose Atletico Madrid. But in regards to Romelu Lukaku, ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. Me personally, of course, I don't want him with Chelsea Football Club. I absolutely despise him. I truly do, for what he's done to us and how he's acted since that infamous interview. It's almost as if we have created the mess for him. No one told him, to come and join us. He was excited about the big wages that he was getting from us. And that's the other thing, when the loan does, if there is a loan that's coming up, who's going to pay his wages? You best believe we don't want to pay any of those wages. So you find yourself a place. And I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine if he has no suitors. Just stick around in the academy or just stick around at home. Don't even bother coming to training ground. Don't even bother coming to Cobham. Don't even bother doing nothing. Stay home. Stay with Megan Thee Stallion and do whatever you want to do, mate. Play FIFA. And yeah, just forget about it. It'll be a waste of a season for you. I'd like him to go to Saudi. At least Saudis will give us 50 million euros straight up. Well, I think it's a bit more than that, but Inter CEO saying it's about 50 million. Maybe it is about 50 million. I wouldn't mind that. I don't want him to. I don't want to get screwed around by Inter Milan. If we can get about 50 million euros from Saudis, let's try and push him to go there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought about this latest piece of artwork from Inter CEO Marotta on Romelu Lukaku, who's literally backhand slap to us, and a backhand slap to Romelu Lukaku as well. This will be the biggest topic over the next few weeks until obviously preseason really kicks into gear. I definitely don't want to see Romelu Lukaku anywhere near our preseason camp, and definitely he better not be in that plane to the US tour. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section how you feel about all of this. Until next time, see ya.